Welcome back, everyone, to another segment of the MCR. Mac and me, my name's TJ, and once again, I'm going to do a plug for Rumble. We are on Rumble at MI Conservative Roundtable, all one word. Okay? In this segment, I was compelled to share my thoughts and comments and poke at Mac over the conduct of Fani Willis. And I don't know, you know what? You almost got to wonder if you had seen the video in, say, the format of a television program, you thought this was make believe or something, because she, you know what, she played her part, you know. And I'm going to set the stage here. You know, they're having a hearing as to regarding her conduct, which, by the way, it was discovered that she was having an affair with a married man. Hey, Mac, a little side note here. Do you know how she got caught in that? Did you
No,
hear how she got?
no.
It was Nathan Wade's wife's divorce attorney that first discovered this.
Awesome.
And then once the divorce attorney found out, then it went public, and from there it exploded.
Yeah, well,
So
karma is a biatch.
yeah, so that's kind of how this all got started. Okay, I just had to throw that in. Okay, but anyways, you know, they've had some court cases past week involving the unethical conduct of Fani Willis, and Nathan Wade took the stand. And what you saw, and Nathan Wade, from what I heard, well, he was almost like a sleazy ambulance chaser prior to being hired on for this the Trump case. I'll just
Well,
call it
there
the Trump
are
case.
plenty of those around.
Yeah. So he was your local ambulance chaser that some, and so she and he somehow linked up, and you know, and they're going to take down President Trump, and you know, but they had Nathan Wade on the stand, and that guy was sweating bullets. He pretty much melted down.
Well, he's going to get disbarred if they have any kind of justice in that state at
Yeah.
all.
I mean, you talk about a guy being demasculated in public, okay? And and he spilled the beans. Now, she was supposed to be sequestered away, you know, because you know, she wanted to take the stand, and I guess, and Mac, you might understand this better than I do, but witnesses are not to, you know, collaborate in what they're going to testify, okay? And and so, but she hears or sees or watches his meltdown, and basically walks into the courtroom demanding to take the stand, because she's going to set the record straight. I
Well,
and
I think she's going to set everybody straight with
Yeah,
her. And I'm going to tell you, this is a tactic. I'm 64 years old. I've lived around black people all my life. And I have seen it more times than I can count how black women have a shtick or a tactic they use to intimidate other people. And I'm speaking in very general terms. The people who do it, the women who do it, this is the tactic they use. They do their little head bop and they do their putting their finger up, and they're going to intimidate you and they're going to straighten you out. And that's the bullshit she tried.
well, and as she's walking to the stand, I could have swore I saw her hand on her hip,
Oh, of
like,
course, that's part of the shtick.
you know. And I got to tell you, her verbiage, her language was, she was speaking ghetto. Okay,
Right.
how her daddy tells her she needs to keep money in the house. I heard some commentators speculate afterwards the IRS might be coming after her now after what she, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
said on the stand. You
Well,
know,
they don't let a nickel roll across the floor that they don't want 4 cents of it.
well, and to to view her conduct and how she was going to set the record straight, and you know, if you recall, a week or two ago she was in, oh, on MLK Day, I want to say Martin Luther King Jr. Day, she appeared to the church about how she was being persecuted for her black ethnicity, and
Where's the evidence of that?
and but to think back of the reaction she was getting from the church about everyone going amen, amen, and the church elders up there on the stage with her giving her hugs and whatnot afterwards, the whole thing was sickening,
Well, I can tell you, I've been to black churches. They're a joke. They're propaganda ministers for racism. They profit off it like crazy. Again, general terms. I'm sure there are a lot of fine black Christians in this country who don't participate in that. But let's all admit that it exists. Now, I heard Glenn Beck talk about an article talking about how Fani Willis had to go up against a sea of white faces. What the hell has that got to do with anything? Did she do what she's being accused of, or didn't she? That's the only question at play here. Why? Because she put herself in the arena of trying to decide a presidential election. She's trying to persecute, talk about persecution, she's trying to persecute a man who's a candidate for president of the United States. So while these damn Democrats, which she's one of, talk about democracy, 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 they sure as hell don't practice it. Oh, and by the way, this isn't a democracy. It's a constitutional republic.
I'm compelled to throw into the mix here her hypocrisy. And in case you're wondering by what I mean her hypocrisy, when she campaigned to become the DA, I guess her predecessor had quite the sexual scandals. Okay. And right. I don't exactly know the details of it all.
She was right about everything she said. He was a scumbag too.
But in her there's clips of her while she's campaigning about how she's not going to have sexual liaisons with her subordinates, and right. And she's not going to misuse taxpayer funds,
Right.
And the way I heard it is like, you talk about the ultimate in hypocrisy here, doing the very thing she was, saying tisk when she was running for that office, and
I'm sure she was doing the head bob and the finger point there too.
Oh, you know what? I'm sure she was.
I'm sure I could find video of it.
And the final thought I have on her situation is, I guess, and I don't know her chain of command or who she reports to, but I read on Friday that they being her superiors, they were so disgusted with her conduct on the stand, they refused to let her, because I guess she wanted to go back Friday and continue to set the record straight, and her superiors said, "Oh no, you don't. You stay off that stand. You've done enough damage now."
Yeah.
So,
well, if there's any justice in the world, she'll hit the bricks. He'll hit the bricks. He's not very bright, by the way. He said, "I don't have receipts for anything. All I got is credit card statements." What an idiot!
Yeah, and to say I don't have receipts, then there you are. Now you're making yourself a target for the IRS.
Well, we worked in security for a lot of years, and if it didn't get written down, it didn't happen, is the theory. And I think that's where he's trying to go. It's not going to work this time.
Yep. So I was just compelled to comment on the, if it'd be comical if it wasn't so horrible. You know what I mean? I mean,
right.
I think of the way she acted, and I can't even keep a straight face.
Well,
yet I know what she's trying to do, and it just fires me right up.
Well, she's trying to intimidate and bully and get her own way and claim racism, which, how tired is that, especially during Skin Color History Month.
And also, and I'm going to throw into the mix here was I felt like the judge was perhaps too lenient on her conduct, regarding her conduct.
Well, he or she doesn't want to be branded a racist either.
Well, and I think that was his little issue you
Right.
know. But and that so that's all I got on the Fani Willis thing. You know, I honestly I hope her career is down the toilet. It ought to be. It deserves to be, and hopefully it will be.
Well,
And I'll
maybe
just
she'll be cleaning. Maybe she'll be cleaning toilets at Motel 6.
yeah. Well, anyways, that's all I got. I guess we can call this one a wrap unless you got anything else.
I don't.
Nope. Okay, that's it. Well, we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks everyone for your support. Uh, as always, be safe. Watch your six, and don't tread on me.